Okay, here we have the iPad 2, released by Apple a couple of months back, I think. This is the Wi-Fi only 32 gig version. I have my iPhone for 3G, so I don't really want the 3G version. Not really going to bother with too much of an unboxing. There's plenty of unboxing videos on YouTube already, and I've already opened this. Going to concentrate more on, I've got the smart cover, a grey smart cover as well, and more on the Belkin Snap Shield. So this is a rear cover for the iPad. We'll see how well it fits, and apparently it says at the bottom there it's compatible with the smart cover from Apple. So this should protect the back. Obviously, as we know, the smart cover doesn't really protect the back at all, so hopefully this will help us protect the back as well as the front. And I don't really, hopefully I won't ever drop the iPad, but I only want to protect the back from scratches when you put it down on the table and so on. So hopefully do that. So let's just take the iPad out of the box here. As I've said, I've already opened the box. So there's the iPad. You can see that I've not done anything with it. It's literally brand new. So I still need to connect it to iTunes and set it up. There's the iPad and the other bits and pieces that you get in the box, such as your sync cable, your charger, and a couple of stickers and leaflets, the usual rubbish. So if we just take this out of the plastic wrapping, there we go, and then we'll just open the actual Belkin case and see how that fits on the back. Okay, so we've got the case open here. Belkin cover simply slides out of the top once you've got it opened properly. There we go. So it just pops out of the box here. So it's just a cardboard cutout, and there's the case itself. So it's got a clear Belkin logo here. On some models that is actually white, so I'm glad this is clear. Also on other models it's not actually, it's all open, so this part is completely open, and I think one of the sides, this part here, is completely open, so you don't get the bits of plastic here. So I'm quite glad I've picked up a good one, as it were. So if we turn this over, it should simply slot into place, and there we go. So it's a nice little click, and that's it. So that's actually intact, comes right up to the edges, as you can see there. So there's no risk of that. I'm trying to pry that way. You can see there's no risk of that actually coming off very easily unless you peel it away from one of the edges. All the cutouts are at the right places. The speaker there, it's perfectly lined up. Very happy with that. So let's take a look at the front smart cover. Okay, so with the smart cover, simply pull the tab here to open, and then you can remove it from the box or from the packaging. Slide the smart cover out, and then we just remove the top sheet here. So here's your smart cover. Doesn't really seem like much with the amount you pay for it, but here we go, and that just snaps onto the sides. So it's lined up on all sides perfectly. There's a slight gap there. I think that's for when you pull this back, round it round, so it can sit back nicely. So there you go, that's nicely open there. Lines up on all edges right to the very edge, so that's all very nice. The only thing I will say about this case, slightly more difficult to get to the sleep wake button. You probably won't need that with the smart cover, switching the unit on and off anyway, but slightly more difficult to get through to that. Everything else is perfectly cut, so very happy with everything else with the case. Also, the only other slight gripe is that it's slightly harder to actually open, because the rear Belkin case comes to the very edge of the unit. It's not as easy to open, but still not too difficult, so not a major issue. But there you go, so that's the Belkin Snap Shield. As I said, it's a very nice fit. I do like the way they've cut all the pieces out, it's spot on. So highly recommend this case. That's not going to come off very easily either. So Belkin Snap Shield with the iPad.